Hi, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name's Lindsay, in case you haven't been here yet. This space is still pretty new. I love sharing a bunch about just tidbits of my life. So beauty products, travel, life by the coast, books and reading, you name it. I'm basically an open book. Ask me a question, I'll give you an answer. So with that being said, today I thought I would just share a quick little roundup of a few of my favorites lately, things that I have just been reaching for, my go-tos, stuff that I just think about all the time or love telling people about. Because we're friends, we're gonna share things, so I have to share these things with you. So let's just get straight into it. We'll start in the beauty department. First things first, nails. Now I am not really a nail salon girly. I'm not like opposed, but I honestly don't really want to spend the time to go. So one, I have taught myself how to do my own gel nails, Gel X. I have the whole system. I love the D&D polish and the lamp and the old. I do the full setup here at home, but recently I also haven't even had the patience for that. So we've been doing press-ons, and I love a press-on. I've tried tons of different ones. I was really using press-ons. I've been using them for years, like before there were as many options as we have now, which is wonderful that we have so many options. And they've gotten so much better. So I have lots of favorites. I won't say that this is going to be like my number one top tier forever. I mean, I love it a lot. But anyways, long way of saying these Olive and June press-ons have been wonderful right now. I love these. I think in particular, I got their press-on nail glue, and I think that probably makes all the difference because I've used a lot of those little glue packets that come in there, and a lot of times they're good, and I usually stash them in a bag just in case something happens. But I went ahead and bought the press-on nail glue from Olive and June because I'd heard really good things about it. And I do think that that has made a difference. So I will be using this probably with all of my press-on nails from now on. So this is one thing, but this is the current color. It's a minimalist one, Squoval Extra Short Taupe Jelly Chrome. This is what they look like. So they're just kind of a beige with chrome on top. And these have been great. I have teeny tiny like nail beds. I mean, I guess they're not teeny tiny, but I guess they're like, I have to get extra small everything because my hands are small and my nails are like even smaller, like width wise. Anyways, all that to say, that's very detailed, very specific information. But this Olive and June Instant Mania is something that I will definitely be repurchasing. I've had them before. The other ones were good too. It's been a while since I've used them, but like, I think this will probably be one of my new go-to brands. Next thing about me is that my eyebrows are blonde. So I have to either dye my eyebrows, which shout out Just for Men, the beard dye or whatever it is. I buy that and I will dye my eyebrows. However, I've been, again, forgotten about that, just haven't gotten around to it. So I will use like a brow mascara that tints them or colors them for the day or whatever. But my new favorite thing is this kind of, well, it doesn't have to be this exact one, but these eyebrow pencils that have the two little tips draw like it looks like it draws individual hairs on your eyebrows. So it has the double end and then it has a single end. And I started seeing these on TikTok Shop and kind of just like wrote them off and then decided that I would give them a go. And these are actually so easy to use and they look so good. Like, it really does give it that kind of like natural hair like volume look, if you will. Like I said, I still have to go in with the tinted brow stuff and then I will kind of fill in the gaps with this, but this works wonders. So love this. I can leave a link to the one that I'm using, but I'm not loyal to the brand. I would be willing to try other ones as well. Just that particular type with the like two separate bristle things and then the one on the other end. I also use this as an eyeliner sometimes actually too. So like, I'll take the single end and it's just a dark brown color, so I will just do a little subtle line or a subtle little wing, and that works just as well. The next thing, I had done this before, but I haven't again done it in a long time, but that is, I signed up for Ipsy. So I was thinking, I signed up for like the $15 version where you get the little samples. And my thought process is that, one, they will send me samples of little things that I want to try without having to buy the full-size thing, because I feel like I've wasted a lot of money in the past. Like, oh, I heard about this, I want to try it. I buy a full one and I get it, and it's fine. I don't really use it, or it ends up in the back of my cabinet or what have you. And I don't love returns, so I'm not likely to return the item. I could also see what they give me and like kind of fill in makeup or skincare gaps, because you get to do that little quiz when you start and tell it like what you want more of, what you want less of, and what you're not interested in, and all this other stuff. So I was like, for $15, I get to try new things. I get some full-size things sometimes, and like it would be worth the money, and I could kind of like do my makeup for less and not have to spend so much money, because I'm not a huge makeup person at the moment. Like, I have a 5-year-old, I'm running around all the time, I work a full-time job, we have been traveling a lot lately, and I'm not really a full beat girl most days, and so I don't need a ton. I need like staples, and then I have things that like would be nice to have or touch up or add on like every now and then. So my first one came last month, and it was a good one. So it came with the cute little pouch. It also came with a full size, it was like a clay mask. I don't have that with me because it was bigger and it didn't all fit in this one little pouch, but a full-size clay mask, I guess maybe for my first order. And then it came with a Dew of the Gods matcha facial cleanser. This is cute. One, would be great to try out, but also can use it for traveling, can throw it in a bag. I got a Blink Ultra Volume tubing mascara, which I use a good amount of mascara, and you have to throw them out every so often anyway. So like this would be a great like tester, but also just another little mascara to have. I got a full size, I'm not gonna say this right, Lithe Nanofill brow pencil. So another brow pencil, but that's full size. I think this is regular $24 for retail. So that's a win. Love a brow pencil because I go through those. And then I got a Glow Recipe, the Watermelon Glow PHA and BHA toner. I have been seeing this everywhere and I've wanted to try it, and now I get to try it without buying the full size. So I'm really excited about this. Also, again, small enough for travel, can throw this in a bag. We're going on a trip in May, and this will be so easy to just toss into my toiletries. And then last, I got this little perfume sample, a Jo Malone perfume sample, which again, normally I'm not really a big perfume sample person. I'm like, okay, cool, like a perfume sample. This one actually smells so good. And I was like, oh, this could be my like little purse perfume. I just toss it in my bag. And turns out I go find it now every day because I want to wear it. This is the Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt. And I will probably be buying this in a bigger size when I'm in the market for a bigger perfume. I love Jo Malone anyways. This is kind of like a clean, but not so florally. It's a little bit, well, it's sea salty. I was gonna say salty, but it's a little bit salty, a little bit musky with the sage. I think I love sage too. I tend to gravitate towards like sage, sometimes cedarwood, jasmine, anything. But this is, again, wood sage and sea salt, and I can't stop wearing it. So this was gonna be my purse perfume. This has now been promoted to probably a regular perfume. I also recently, actually I think it was last Christmas, got this other Jo Malone perfume. This is the English Pear and Sweet Pea, and this one also smells good. This was a lot more florally flowery smelling. Florally flowery. This is a lot more sweeter smelling, but still fresh. And this is another one that I grab for a lot. So Jo Malone, I'm always looking for not necessarily looking for a perfume, but like smelling around perfumes to try to find like my new signature scent or one that might stick around. And I probably have like 6 or 7 different perfumes just from different points in time or gifts or different things. And I love all of them, but I tend to only wear certain ones at certain times, except for like these. So these fresher smelling ones are ones that I like grab for consistently. I will consider them a favorite now. All right, switching gears. Next up, we will go for my Asics. I got new Asics shoes. Well, I was just going for new sneakers. These are the FF Blast Max. They're in this like purpley, like lavender silverish, but more like a light lavender color. I was looking for new sneakers for in general because I walk a lot. I go walking, and we also went to Disney World recently. And so everyone always said for Disney, wear good shoes. Like, you're gonna be doing so much walking. People's feet were hurting all the time or always taking breaks and stuff. So I was determined that was a good time to get new sneakers, get new walking shoes. So we have a Fleet Feet near us, and I went and got fitted because I was like, I'm tired of just like going off of people's recommendations. I mean, I trust people, but I had never compared, and I didn't want to buy a whole bunch of different shoes. The shoes that I was looking at were mostly at different stores. So I would have had to do like a tour of stores to just put my foot in the shoe to see if I even like it. So anyways, I went to Fleet Feet. You can basically do that all in one shop. So they have like Brooks, Asics, New Balance, Mizuno, On, Hoka's, like you name it, like the popular running and walking brands, they have it. So I went there, had my feet scanned because they can also tell you like your arch support and which way you're standing, and I have a narrow foot, so like which shoes fit narrow feet better. And so I went and I put my foot in probably like 4 or 5 different shoes just to see what felt good on my foot, which ones I liked, which ones that I would want to walk 20,000 steps a day in. And these were the winners, and they proved themselves. They were so good while we were at Disney. They are like kind of, I don't want to say squishy. They're soft. They're like really cushioned, but they're also just like a little bit springy almost without, I mean, it's foam down here, but they have a little bit of bounce to them. And I liked that a lot. Let's see. I wore these all of Magic Kingdom Day, which was our really long day. And we did walk more than 20,000 steps, and my feet were fine. I never had sore feet. I mean, I was tired, but that was from 12 hours of being busy. But my feet never hurt. I wear these walking now weekly, and these are now my favorite go-to like active, like if I'm truly being active, wear sneakers. All right, still in the apparel department, the accessories, if you count, I don't know if shoes are accessories, but anyways, my next thing is this fun Amazon bag that I found. I loved the look of the bagoos that everybody is carrying around right now, but I kind of wanted something different, and I love this look of, well, it's not a look, it is embroidered onto the nylon bag, and I thought this looked so summery and cute. So we've got our little, I think this is strawberries, and our lemons, and my cute little bows. And so this is going to be my little bag of summer. I think it's a medium-sized bag. I can just throw bunches of stuff in there. I have a bag that I swap between purses when I change them, and I just kind of throw everything in. Again, I have a 5-year-old, so use what works. I'm not using like the cutest work bag or anything for summer, and so that was my pick for the season. And then last but not least, I'm putting the library on my list of favorite things right now because I went through a big book buying binge earlier this year, which was great. I now have, this is just my TBR cart, so all of these books I still have to read, but I love a library. And we've been going a lot recently because my daughter, we just rotate books for her every few weeks for her to read at bedtime. So I will pick up a book pretty much every round we go. This time I picked up Emily Henry's Happy Place, and I've read Book Lovers before. I liked it a lot, but I kind of like put it down and forgot about Emily. I hate to say that, that sounds mean. I don't mean that in a terrible way. I got into fantasy mode the end of last year through like last month. I was reading like lots of fantasy, some just regular like adult fiction, a couple of just romance, like cutesy romance books. I picked this up because I keep hearing she just had a book release, and so everybody was talking about Emily Henry, and then I saw a bunch of TikToks talking through like more of her books and everything else, and this book comes up a lot. So I saw it at the library and I picked it up, and I was like, all right, if I'm in the mood, I'll read this. Then I started it because I'll sit down with like 2 or 3 different books and read the first few pages and see what sticks. and I started reading this, and then I was so intrigued. And it's like, I mean, it's like a little rom-com book. I got so attached to the characters very quickly, and there is a lot of depth here, which I really like. A lot of layers to the characters. The way she writes it, you're like uncovering the reasons why people are the way they are, and I really like the way that it's written. And the humor in it is my kind of humor. It's making me giggle. So I'm really loving this. It's taking me longer than I had hoped to get through it just because of life and travel and things like that. But Emily Henry is now on my list of favorites at the moment. And I also stole this from either my mom or my sister, but this one is now on my on deck set of books. So People We Meet on Vacation, I will be reading this summer as well. She's a good one. So yeah, I think that sums it up. I think that is my current list of favorites. I will link everything below just in case you're interested. If you made it this far, I would love to hear 1 or 2 or 3 or however many you want to share. What are some of your favorite products right now, favorite things, like stuff that you find yourself thinking about all the time, reaching for all the time? Again, I'm always up for a recommendation and would love to check it out. So I hope you have a great week. I have a lot of good content planned for the next few weeks, a little bit more traveling to go as we get into summer, and it is now like 80 degrees where I am at the coast. We're officially coming into beach season, so there will be more beach days, more little Wilmington and Topsail and Surf City hangout days. I'm so excited. I'm so ready for summer. So there's a lot of good things to come. I will see you in the next one.